I was surprised waking up today seeing Carson Beck as the favorite. I bet so. My portfolio is as followed. I bet Carson Beck 12 plus 1250 after week 1. I bet Arch Manning pre-flop. That's a lemon. And then I bet Ty Simpson at 17-1 during the Georgia game. So I think Dante Moore deserves to be the favorite right now. However, I guess if you take my advice and you downgrade Penn State, or obviously if you downgrade Oregon because of the Penn State game, then maybe you should downgrade Dante Moore in the Heisman. I guess Beck and Moore both deserve to be the favorite. I'm surprised that Beck is 5-1 and Moore 7-1. I think those guys should be equal. I don't see Jeremiah Smith winning this award. I don't see it because Ohio State's defense is too good. So they're not going to win their big games high scoring, I don't think. I think Ohio State's DNA this year is 23-20, not 42-40. And I think that makes Jeremiah Smith winning the Heisman really hard. The Big Ten also might not be very good. Oregon might be above average. Penn State, below average. Indiana might be slightly above average. Ohio State might be the only elite team in the Big Ten this year. So if you only have one elite team and Jeremiah Smith cakewalks through this, or Ohio State cakewalks through this conference and wins the conference championship and doesn't have to score a lot of points doing so, I just don't see how Jeremiah Smith wins the award. I think Ty Simpson deserves to be higher on this list. I might still bet him at 8-1. Now, I know Bama's schedule is tough, no doubt about it. But I think Ty Simpson's playing the quarterback position at the highest level of anyone in college football right now. From the neck up, especially. What he is able to do getting into and out of plays at the line of scrimmage. Now, I know a lot of that's Kalen DeBoer's coaching. But he still has to make the throws, and he has to make the reads. And he's doing both of those things at a very high level right now. I'm not saying Bama deserved to cover against Vandy. I think that game was kind of nip and tuck. The Bama defense played fantastic in the second half. But what Ty Simpson is doing right now in the toughest conference in America, playing the toughest position in football, deserves a lot more credit. Carson Beck and Dante Moore, because they are both undefeated, those quarterbacks deserve to be the favorite. But there's a pretty big gap right now, right? 5-1 and 8-1. I kind of think it should be 5-1, 6-1, 5-1, 7-1. So I still think there's a little bit of upside with Ty Simpson. I've already got a ticket in my back pocket, so I'm not betting it now. But to me, Ty Simpson is the guy here. This is the guy that I would be voting for. If the Heisman, if you asked me who's the best player in college football today, in the toughest conference, at the toughest position, that answer is Ty Simpson. Carson Beck plays the toughest position in maybe the easiest of the Power 4 conferences. The ACC is the worst of the Power 4 conferences this year. The team we thought that was the best, barely going to be bowl eligible in Clemson. Obviously, the Big Ten is better, but we have to downgrade Oregon based off of what we saw against Penn State. I think Ty Simpson should be co-favorite right now because one loss in the SEC, and I know it's to Florida State, man, that's going to be – You're probably thinking, Jerry, what are you talking about? The SEC just lost to the ACC a few weeks ago with Bama. Yeah. That game, we're going to look back on that Florida State-Bama game, and that'll be my biggest takeaway from the year. How the F did Florida State beat Bama by 2 scores? Bama might go 11-1 and win the national championship. In fact, I have them winning the Natty right now over Ohio State. We're going to look back on that Florida State game and be like, how the heck did that happen? So my big takeaways for the Heisman Trophy right now, Ty Simpson is the real freaking deal. He is playing the quarterback position at the highest level of any player in the country right now. Between the ears, neck up. He can do all the physical things too. He can make all the throws. He's got good footwork. He's athletic enough to maneuver in the pocket and be elusive. That's not the strength of his game. I'd say that's more of a Dante Moore strength. But, man, I am impressed with Ty Simpson right now playing the quarterback position at an elite level. All right,